welcome back. So today we're going to be doing part 2 of the NearStream camera. First part we showed you the hardware. Now we're going to be showing you the software, pros and cons of the software, and just taking a look at it. If you haven't seen part 1 on the hardware, I'll have it linked, and we'll also take a look at it with a quick little teaser of the actual hardware. So we'll see you back here in just a second. So as you can see, we've got the software. This will be linked in the description below, but it is available for mobile devices, iOS and Android, of course, 13 or higher for iPhones, and then 7 or later on Android. And it does work on Windows desktops. It does not work on Mac yet, but here are your mobile, and here is your desktop. The links, of course. So to install this, you go to Windows, obviously if you're Windows, and just install it like you normally would. Open it up. Next, agree, install, just go through this. I've already got it installed. But once you get it installed, you'll have to set up your NearStream, you'll have to plug it in. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna close this out, and I'll go ahead and start up the app. Now here is the application. One thing about this application, and this is the reason why we're gonna hop over to the iPad and we're gonna do it that way, is because this does not dynamically do anything. It does not, there is no making it bigger, there's no making it smaller. It is just this size. Yeah, this is a kind of small screen, and especially if you're looking at it on a mobile screen, it's going to be like really small. So we're not gonna do it right here. I will say that all the functions on this are the same as what they are on the iPad, iPhone, or Android. So we're gonna go through the setup process and show you what the camera looks like. First thing you have to do is turn the camera on, but let's go ahead and jump over to my iPad. This is the app, NearStream Multicam, and you just download it like you normally would. But we're gonna go ahead and open it up. And the first thing you need to do when you get this downloaded and installed is you need to go down here to this little add button, and we're gonna add a camera. Now we'll get into graphics, picture-in-picture, multi-view, and audio here in just a second, but we first need to do is get a camera and add that. So we'll go ahead and hit camera. You need to turn the NearStream on. Mine is back there, so I'm gonna turn it on here in just a second, and you'll see it pop up. Okay, so once we get here, we need to go ahead and click the setup button. And you have two options. You have, yes, I have Wi-Fi, or no, I don't have Wi-Fi. This section right here is access point. It makes the camera its own wireless connection to connect to. I know that it just got an update for the application today. When I was doing this, I was kind of waiting to see if this would work a little bit better, so we're going to go ahead and try the access point. When I tried it originally, it wasn't working very well. Yeah, this access point would be good if you're out and about and you're doing something and you don't have access to Wi-Fi. It'd be the better way to do it. But if you're at home and you're just doing it, Wi-Fi will work. So we're going to go ahead and do this first one really quick. Say no, I don't have any Wi-Fi. Go ahead and click next. These are all defaults. We're gonna say skip, hit next, connect, join. See, this is what it did the last time. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back. The access point, I think they need to get that fixed. But I've reached out to the tech support for the camera and asked them, you know, hey, this doesn't work. So I'm looking into that part. But we're going to go ahead and say, yes, I do have Wi-Fi. You'll join it to your Wi-Fi. Enter the password for your Wi-Fi, obviously. And that's the setup. Quick and painless if you're on Wi-Fi. I would say that if you're going to be out and about and you're going to be doing like, if you're going to be outside and you're going to be using the camera to record and everything like that, you might want to take like a portable access point so where you can connect both of them to the same Wi-Fi. That way they can talk to each other. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and connect. It's connected. Go ahead and click continue. Okay, as you can see, it's the camera. It's behind me. It's right there. So we'll show you some of the settings. Inside this right here, you've got some settings that you need to know about. You've got the device settings right here, where you go into it. You got transitions. This is transitions. If you have multiple cameras, you can transition between the cameras. And it's got cut, crossfade, slice, edge wipe, box wipe, dipped clear. Camera input quality, I have it on 1440p because this is a 2K camera right now. It will not work on this one because it's not a 4K camera. You've got 1080p, 1440, 720, 480, and 360. And then you can also turn on and off HEVC at the bottom down here. We go back into this. Get your video source latency. For high networks, you can turn on low latency. And then I've just got it on standard latency so it doesn't bog down the network. And then high latency for stuff if you have a network that's just completely bogged down. Auto director. This is if you have more than one camera. I don't have more than one camera, but you can set your duration time. Select 2 or more shots to activate auto director. You can also set the duration of each shot. It'll go from one shot to the other automatically once you hit the start button. And you can use your transitions that you picked from the other part to transition between the cameras. And then you got anti-flicker, that's 50 hertz or 60 hertz. We'll turn it to 60 hertz, and obviously about and support. If you see this little thing right here, that's your storage. Tells you how much storage you have left. And then you have 2 live buttons right here. You have live and record. We go live, hit that. You've got YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and custom, like if you're using something else. But if you hit one of these, it automatically goes into asks you to continue for permissions, and then it'll ask you to log into your Twitch account, YouTube account, whatever the case may be, so you can stream to those. And it just does it straight from the camera, so that's good. You don't have to worry about plugging it into OBS. It will work if you plug it into OBS. So you got record, and then you can record the phone if you wanted to do that. Your video codecs, H.264, H.265. The quality you want to record in, iPhone obviously, and then you can record to an SD card if you have. So if you're recording to a phone, you have to, the quality of the phone, whatever you want to record it to, the phone, 1440, it cannot record 1440 to the phone and to your SD card at the same time. One of them has to be lower, which is kind of weird, but that's the case. If you do this, see, it will not let you go up to 1440. If you go up to 1440, it says you need to switch the camera input quality to 720 or lower before setting the camera backup quality to 1440. So it's one or the other. You can record it to the phone, higher quality, or you can record it to the SD card, higher quality. It's just whatever one you decide you want to go with. And then there is this little setting for your actual camera. This is the actual camera adjustments that you can make. We'll go ahead and hit that. And you've got 4 options: image adjustment, audio settings, device settings, and then remove the camera if you wanted to remove the camera. So we're going to go to the top one, image adjustments. You have your zoom all the way up to 40. It'll zoom way the hell in. Take it back to 3 where it was. And then obviously you've got autofocus, auto exposure, auto white balance. Let's go ahead and turn off auto white balance. See? Turn it back on. You turn on HDR if you want. Your brightness scales, if you want more brightness, more contrast, more saturation. Your hue, mirror and flip your image if you want to. Then you have filters over here also. Different filters that you can do. These are kind of like LUTs, I guess, is what I would say it would be. You can go to stage here really quick, and it'll add the filter. Black and white, if you like that sort of thing. Go back up to linear, and then we'll move on to the next thing here. Settings. So audio settings. If you want to do audio settings, you can use the built-in microarray if you want. It's got 8 microphones on the top of that that allow audio to come in. So you can use that, or you can hook a 3.5 millimeter jack up there and then plug something in like Rhodes Wireless Pro 2s, or just the wireless Mi's, whatever you want, or a shotgun mic, whatever the case may be. But you have to turn on if you want the line in or USB audio in, because you can use USB audio also. Mind you, if you're doing USB audio, the camera is going to be on its battery power. It can't actually be plugged in. So go ahead and hit close. Device settings. These are where you're going to get into some of the device settings. Obviously, you've got your home. You've got the battery percentage, the storage that is remaining on the device, the camera name, password if you want to set it, format SD card. NDI mode does allow you to go for NDI. If you hit that button, it will turn off the Wi-Fi on the camera. But once you go into NDI, you can set the NDI resolution all the way up to 1440. Enable HEVC, and then custom resolution and bitrate if you wanted to do that. Camera input quality, 1440. SD card record quality, obviously you see that this is where it comes into play on the last one you saw, where one has to be lower than the other. They can't be exactly the same. Power on with USB cable. Auto turn off. The camera turns off after 15 minutes of inactivity. The light on and off, the status light on the front of the camera. I know you can't see that, but there's a green light on the front of the camera that blinks that allows you to know that it's connected and it's working. And then we've got about, reboot, and factory defaults. And those are the settings. And then you can remove the phone if you want. Now there are some buttons down here also. You've got this one that looks like a video, this one looks like a picture, and this one looks like audio. Those are exactly what they are. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the first one. Okay, if we click on the video, it shows the video. We've got no picture on this one yet. We've got no pictures on there, but we'll go over to it. If you click on the picture and you go and hit the add button, that little purple button, you can add different things. You can add a camera, graphics, picture-in-picture, multi-view, or audio. If you want to add a graphic, you'll go to graphics, and you've got 4 options. You've got full screen overlay, lower third, over the shoulder, or corner bug. Lower third, you can take, like, if you wanted somebody, if you're recording, you want somebody to know, like, your Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, you can put that down in the corner. You can go into it, you can add your text, your color text, the text alignment, right or left, the image. You can add an image if you want, like if you had something from Photoshop or After Effects or something that you created, you can add that in there too. The format that you want, 1 line or 2 line, background color, color opacity, and then a background image if you want. So we're just gonna go ahead and add some text in here just to show you. And we're gonna make the opacity so it's got a background. And then we're gonna hit next. And we want it on the right-hand side at the bottom. And then go ahead and click done. And you'll notice that now we've got this lower third down here with, it's got some writing right there. But if we touch it, now it shows up on the screen. Touch it again, you'll see that writing go away. And you can add different things here. Picture-in-picture if you want. This is if you have more than one camera, you can choose picture-in-picture. We don't have more than one camera, so can't do that. And then multi-view if you wanted multi-view. Like if you wanted to have like 3 cameras, you wanted to be able to see all of them, you go right here, and what camera A, you would choose it. Camera B, you would choose it. And then camera C, you would choose it. Go ahead and click done. And then once you clicked over here, it would show you all 3 cameras. And they all line up at the bottom down there. That's what you have for those. You do have audio, where you can add some music if you want. And this last button down here is for your audio. You have an output. We're gonna go ahead and mute. We have an output, and then we have the audio that's coming through there. And you can do the settings on these too. And it just takes you back to the line in. We're using the built-in array, so there you go. Okay, so there you have it, software. Quick little video of the software overview of what they have in the software right now. They are going for simplicity on this. There could be some things that are added to the PC part, and there could be some things that are added to the mobile application. But with all software, I mean, different iterations come with time. So we'll have to see what they add to this software with some new updates. Till then, we're going to go ahead and, on the next video about the NearStream, we're going to go ahead and put this up against another camera. Kind of the same camera. It will be the OBSBot Tail Air. It's the one that kind of sits in line with it. So that's what we're going to do on video number 3. That'll be coming out in the next couple of days. Do all that YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, notifications, so you know when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.